Hey guys, Dan The Wolfman here. Welcome to MMA One-on-One with UFC President Dana White. How's it going, Dana? You got to be excited about this upcoming Anderson Silva, Chris Weidman rematch. That's what you're here to promote, as well as the girls, of course, going at it again. And you got to be pretty stoked coming off of that amazing fight Saturday night.
Yeah, it was a great night. It's hard to explain. I mean, being in that arena that night was, I don't know how it came across on TV, but being there was insane. It was one of the best fights I've ever been to.
And I think people, anyone that spent their money on UFC pretty much always delivers. There was only 2 fights that were a little so-so. The rest of them were great. And I think, people got to love MMA's unpredictability. We didn't think that Gustafsson was going to be able to take John Jones down and defend the takedowns. Henan Barao doing jump back sidekick knockouts. I mean, it's pretty wild
Awesome,
stuff.
I agree, man. Henan Barao, I mean, the kid hasn't lost in over 8 years. He's an absolute stud. He's fun to watch. I mean, people talk about the interim title, but the guy's been beating all the guys that Cruz would be fighting. So, I mean, he's legit, and hopefully Cruz gets to come back at the beginning of the year and fight him.
I think pretty much it should be like a February kind of deadline for Cruz, kind of working on that, like January, February. If he can't set up a fight, give it to someone else.
Yeah, we'll see. Yep.
And if Jones defends the title next against Teixeira, Glover, what do you think you would do with Gusta? I know I asked you in the scrum. There's a couple possibilities. I would think you could do Phil Davis, you could do Daniel Cormier. Of course, if Daniel Cormier wins, or maybe Gegard Mousasi would be a striking fight.
If he wins, if he can make the weight, Mousasi's still hurt. He's going to be out for a while still. I think he's 6 months into his knee surgery. It takes about a year for a guy to come back from that. Again, I don't like to predict what fights are going to happen. We'll see what happens, and then we'll go from there.
It's got to be pretty hard to think anyone else in light heavyweight could beat Gustafsson at this point, other than maybe DC. We don't know what he can do if he comes down.
Anything can happen on any given night. Who knows?
Yeah. Can I break the tiny bit of news of how I bumped into you last week?
Sure.
Sure. All right, guys. You guys want to be tuning into the Mindy Project, new show on Fox. I believe it's going to air November 5th or possibly a week later, Tuesday nights. Dana White makes a little cameo appearance. How is the acting thing going? You keep getting called up to the big show.
Yeah, it's not what I want to do, but it keeps happening. Now that we're in business with Fox, these guys ask me to do these things, so I've been doing it.
Well, of course, I show my face a little bit too. I'm the cameo in the cameo, guys. So, I'm out there. Give me shit, whatever. What do you think so far, Tough and the girls, and Ronda and how she's coming across and everything? You think that's going to be just the topper on the end of the year? It's got to be. It's a great year for you.
It's a great season. I mean, the season's really good. And people keep talking about the way Ronda comes off. Who did you think Ronda was? What did you think Ronda was? Every time I've been saying, Ronda Rousey's mean, she's nasty, she's this. Well, she's mean and she's nasty. That's who she is. That's the way she is, and that's why she is who she is. And it is what it is.
Yeah. Do you like that? Is it okay with you? She's off doing Expendables, I think, still in Bulgaria or Romania or something. I saw the first picture from that. So. I mean, she's a superstar. She's blowing up, but there's always a possibility Miesha or someone else can come around and beat her.
No, that's right. It's true. I mean, like I said, anything can happen. They hate each other. Miesha, I love the first Miesha Ronda fight. It's what got me into it and what basically led to me deciding to bring women into the UFC. So I'm sure the second fight will be just as good.
Last year was kind of the injury year. This year's going great. I mean, you've had the Chris Weidman upset. You got this amazing fight that happened between Jones and Gustafsson. You got the trilogy fight of Kane and JDS, and you're finishing the year strong. You got GSP Johnny Hendricks. This has really got to be one of the best years for really big fights.
It's been an amazing year, and obviously the end of this year has been amazing too. The Gustafsson Jones fight was insane. I'm pumped for the Cain Velasquez Junior Dos Santos fight. Then you got Johnny Hendricks and George St. Pierre, and then obviously end the year with Weidman, Silva, and Rousey and Tate. So yeah, knock on wood, it's been a great year. Everybody's been healthy. If a fight fell out, we actually ended up making another great fight. So
is that a Schaub teaser, Brandon Schaub?
No, I'm just saying that.
Okay.
I'm just saying that it's worked out that way. I mean, if you look at, Pettis slid in to fight Henderson, and things like that have worked out. So it's the complete opposite of last year.
Yeah, Pettis and Josh Thompson too. I mean, that's pretty amazing guys. Both athletic kickers, well-rounded guys. It's a pretty darn good time to be a UFC fan.
I agree.
Anything else you want to say about the tour or anything like that? You're going all over the place the next 6 days.
Going all over the place. That's it.
What's tomorrow? New York or Vegas and then New York?
Vegas, then New York, then Miami, Sao Paulo, and Rio.
All right, guys. I'm Dan the Wolfman. Subscribe to my YouTube page, please. Makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside. Go to prommmanow.com for all your information, and I'll see you next time.